Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Way Back. And this is Gavin O'Connor's latest film, and starring Ben Affleck playing an alcoholic who's asked to come on and coach a young basketball team. And the first thing that comes to mind about this film, two things. Ben Affleck gives a fantastic performance. He is all in. It is powerful. It is something that he anchors this film. And the interesting thing is, too, the other thing, is this really isn't about the basketball. Like, it's a part of it, but that feels so much more like a subplot, especially when it comes towards the end. And obviously, it's a part of his healing. It gives him purpose. And he has some good moments with his young cast members, these young players. He has some nice touching moments, but in general you don't really connect with a whole lot of these players. You don't really get to know them. Like, the bigger connections is him with his assistant coach and with the chaplain on the team and him dealing with his past, his family, those pieces of what led him up to this point, dealing with his life with alcohol. And I'm not going to give too much away because in the end, the film treats it kind of like a twist of how he got here. Pretty sure they gave away a lot of that in the trailer and also in just them generally talking about the film. Like Ben Affleck and everyone involved. But I won't talk about it in this review. But there's some really heavy emotional pieces to this film. And I was very affected by this, especially by Ben Affleck's performance. And in the end, I don't feel like that him leading the basketball team, that has a really satisfying focus or arc, because it's kind of forgotten about. It's not fully forgotten about. It's still there, but in the end, it doesn't feel as important. And it's just like, why did I invest so much if that doesn't feel as important to this plot? But the spiral and the healing of Ben Affleck's character, I think, is really powerful and really well written. O'Connor does a great job, despite the fact leaning into quite a few cliches throughout this film. I was never fully surprised by anything that happened, but I was really invested throughout. Even if I'm like, oh, something bad's going to happen, or something like this is going to happen, at least I felt for Ben Affleck and really hope that he would turn the corner, turn the page in his life. And I feel like that's the most important thing. It's a really well shot film. The music is really fitting to the film as well, and it just builds this somber tone, because this isn't like a big uplifting film. You're going to feel down, and there's going to be hard moments to watch, but this film is pretty powerful, centered by a really strong performance by Ben Affleck. And where the basketball aspects of this film might not feel, in the end, in perspective, as important, they do add to it, and he does build some relationships with these kids, and you are invested throughout this arc of this character played by Ben Affleck. And in the end, that's what the main focus of, him finding his way back to his life. And I recommend this. I really enjoyed this, especially in a year of film where there hasn't been too many really strong films. This one does stick out so far among some of the other ones that do really stick out. But I really liked The Way Back. I would recommend it. But comment. Let me know what you think of The Way Back. And let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.